1 2 1 2. Well, very good evening to you. Hopefully that you can hear us now on the live stream. So if you can give us a thumbs up in the comments to say that you can hear us. We were having some technical difficulties there with our microphone, and we're very close to kickoff here this evening. So let's have a look at the lineups.
2 Liam Hutt, 3 Harry Chard.
So yeah, once again, looking at Gillingham's lineup this evening. Number 1, Carter Sullivan. Number 2, Joe Alpwood. Number 3, Jonah Walker. Number 4, Casper Cott. Number 5, Logan Dobbs. Number 6, Harry Webster. Number 7, Cruz Benzant. Number 8, Ben White. Number 9, Stan Sargent. Number 10, and Gillingham's captain this evening, Harry Waldock. Number 11, Jimmy Heisman.
18, Ronnie Churchley, and 19, Ben Head.
So yeah, that's Gillingham's lineup this evening. So if you're joining us here on YouTube for this evening's second round FA Youth Cup fixture between Gillingham and Swindon Town here at the Priestfield Stadium. You may have seen on social media already Botan Amin with a message for the Swindon Town fans for your chance to win a signed photo by him and a few others of the first team squad. Then all you got to do is comment in the YouTube comments who will be the first goal scorer this evening and the full-time correct score for your chance to win. We hope to see your entries in the comments. So taking a look at Swindon Town's lineup this evening, is unchanged in fact from the first round against Newport County at the Nigel Eady County Ground. In goal, number 1, Lucas Myers. Number 2, Liam Hutt. Number 3, Harry Chard. Number 4, Owen Foy. Number 5, and Swindon's captain this evening, Anthony McCormick. Number 6, Ali Stewart. Number 7, Botan Amin. Number 8, Josh Terry. Number 9, Miles Abodo. Number 10, Danny Gonzalez. And number 11, George Alston. We're just under 10 minutes now until kick-off this evening here at the Priestfield Stadium, with the weather 4 degrees at the moment, dropping down to 1 throughout the game, so very cold here. And thank you very much to Fools Rush In, who have done their prediction for this evening's giveaway, which you can see more details over on our Twitter official_STFC for your chance to win a signed photo by Botan Amin and other members of the first team squad, a celebration photo from the Bristol Street Motors Trophy game against Bristol Rovers last month. So yeah, make sure you get your comments here on YouTube with your prediction of who you think will be the first goal scorer and the correct score at the end of the game. ...113 of you joining us here exclusively on YouTube so far this evening. And from what I can see so far, quite a good crowd building beneath us. I'm told that 450 advance tickets sold for this evening's fixture, so a good showing from the crowd for both under-18 sides. Just under 5 minutes now till kick-off. Yeah, just under 5 minutes here until kick-off now in this second round FA Youth Cup fixture between Gillingham and Swindon Town under-18s. Both sides looking to book their place in the third round. So having a closer look at both sides this evening, obviously Swindon overcoming Newport County at home in the first round, where they were 3-1 victors there on that Tuesday night at the Nigel Eady County Ground. Gillingham, however, overcoming Charlton, but they needed extra time to do so with a 4-3 victory over Charlton, and both teams obviously optimistic to making it to the third round of this competition. Interestingly, two players on Swindon Town's bench today will be of interest to the Swindon Town fans. Two very young emerging talents. Firstly, Ben Head, under-15s defender, recently participated in the England Regional Emerging Talent back in September. He's one definitely to look out for if he manages to get on the pitch this evening. And also young under-16 midfielder Ronnie Churchley as well on the bench for Sean Wood's side. Having a look at the goal scorers from the Newport fixture earlier last month was Miles Abodo, Bo Tanamine and Anthony McCormick all on the score sheet that day for Swindon. Your referee this evening is Jerry Heron. And just a closer look at the bench for both sides this evening. Gillingham, Fletcher Hegarty, Alex Asaba, Alfie Cross, Michael Luxton, Ben Clark, Louis Dale and Freddie Carruthers. And on the bench for Swindon Town, Cian Larkins, Anton Robinson, Harrison Gray, Joseph Whitty, Connor Britchford Stanley, and those two emerging talents to look out for in Ronnie Churchley and Ben Head. Make sure you're getting your predictions in the comments to be in with a chance of winning our giveaway this evening. All you've got to do to be within your chance of winning a signed photo by Bo Tanamine and some of the first team players from that Bristol Rovers Bristol Street Motors Trophy game earlier this month is comment in the YouTube comments who you think will be the first goal scorer and the correct final score at the end of the game. Pop the comment on YouTube. So in the YouTube comments, make sure that we can see it here on our live chat for this evening's live broadcast. "179 people already tuning in here live on YouTube for this evening.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome back to the Men's Preschool Stadium and an extended welcome back at the Gills. Joey Dunn. The teams this evening will line up as follows. For the Gills in goal, number 1, Carter Sullivan, 2, Joe Awkward, 3, Jonah Walker, 4, Casper Cott, 5, Logan Dawes, 6, Harry Webster, 7, Cruz Besant, 8, Ben White, 9, Stan Sargent, 10, Harry Warnock and 11, Jimmy Heisman. On the bench this evening for the Gills, number 13, Fletcher Hegarty, 12, Alex Asaba, 14, Alfie Cross, 15, Michael Luxton, 16, Ben Clark, 17, Louis Dale, and 18, Freddie Carruthers. Swindon team lines up as follows: number 1, Lucas Myers, 2, Liam Hutt, 3, Harry Chard, 4, Owen Foy, 5, Anthony McCormick, 6, Ali Stewart, 7, Cotton Mean, 8, Josh Terry, 9, Miles Abodu, 10, Danny Gonzalez, and 11, George Alston. On the bench, 12, Cian Larkins, 13, Anton Robinson, 14, Harrison Gray, 15, Joseph Whitty, 17, Connor Britchford Stanley, 18, Ronnie Churchley, and 19, Ben Head. Referee this evening, Mr. Jerry.
So you may have noticed already, no co-commentator this evening with me. We had a couple lined up, particularly former Swindon player, now Gillingham player Johnny Williams, who was unavailable this evening, and we were hoping to be joined by current assistant manager Marcus Bignett or academy coach Danny Rose, both unavailable this evening. So we'll just have to listen to myself this evening with no co-commentator. Anthony McCormick there, just doing captain's duties with this evening's referee Jerry Heron, and we are approaching kickoff now. Looks like it's going to be Swindon that gets us underway this evening through Owen Foy. Keep those comments coming with your predictions for your chance to win a signed photo. All the details over on our Twitter. Make sure you pop your comments down in the YouTube comments. Owen Foy plays a lovely ball forward here to Miles Abodo, and Botan plays a 1-2 here with Liam Hutt, who plays his first time ball in there, looking for Danny Gonzalez. Only far as the Gillingham defender there, who manages to pop it out for a throw-in. Good early pressure there from Swindon. Liam Hutt with a throw-in here. Plays to Danny Gonzalez, who plays back to him. Botan Amin with a bit of space here. George Olsen's in the box here with the ball. He's got two options. He opts for Botan Amin, who plays his ball in looking for Miles, but it's just over his head. And Joe Orpwood can deal with this for Gillingham. His ball forward looking for Jimmy Heisman is won back by Swindon, eventually going all the way back to Lucas Myers. And his crossfield ball looking for Liam Hutt is dealt with there by the Gillingham left back. Liam Hutt with a throw in again on this far side. Oh, sorry, on this near side. His long throw in looking for Miles, who's held by the Gillingham defender. Botan Amin given the advantage there, but comes to nothing. And this ball will go all the way through to Lucas Myers. Lucas Myers looks to play the ball out there, but it's only as far as Harry Webster for Gillingham, and they break into the box here after that poor kick there from Lucas. And Danny Gonzalez there penalised for a foul there on Gillingham's Jimmy Heisman, and Gillingham will have an opportunity to put the ball in the box here. It's going to be Cruz Bezant that puts the ball in here for Gillingham. Just one man wall for Swindon in George Olsen. I should suspect he's going to play this ball invitingly into the box. He goes short. It looks like a bit of a free kick routine here. I'm not sure if that come off the way that they wanted to, and eventually Liam Hutt can clear, with Botan putting Gillingham under a lot of pressure there, and he just slips and he's unable to capitalise on that loose ball. And it's Carter Sullivan, the goalkeeper for Gillingham there, who plays it out for a throw-in. Josh Terry plays the ball back to Liam Hutt there, who plays it inside for Botan. He can't control it, but Miles picks up that loose ball. He bursts into the box, and his shot is a tame effort there, which Carter Sullivan deals with in the Gillingham net. Gillingham plays short. And he was looking for Jimmy Heisman, and it's over his head, and Anthony McCormick's just going to pick the ball up here on the far side. And Lucas Myers gets it back there from Ali Stewart. So it looks like unchanged from Newport, and it looks like a very similar shape to that game as well, with Owen and Josh Terry really sitting in front of a back four, with a three between Botan Amin, Danny Gonzalez and George Olsen, with Miles leading the line this evening. Gillingham play the throw-in forward there, and Anthony McCormick puts it out there with a strong headed clearance, and it'll be another throw-in here for Gillingham. Looking for Stan Sargent, whose ball in the box is over the top of Lucas Myers' net. Why we've got a break in play here. Now seems like a really good opportunity to tell you about some of the available sponsorships that we have for our remaining academy players here at Swindon. We've got Lucas Myers, Josh Terry, Ali Stewart, Anton Robinson, Kian Larkins, George Alston, Harry Gray, Finn Toombs and Charlie Betts, all available to sponsor for Swindon. So if you're interested in sponsoring one of our academy players, then all you've got to do is drop an email to callum.knowles@swindontownfc.co.uk. Lucas Myers with the goal kick here. Josh Terry does enough to get that ball forward. And Liam Hutt's going to play the ball down. It's not the best connection from the fullback there. And loose ball into midfield here, which Ben White gets to play out on the far side for Gillingham. A ball looking for Stan Sargent here up against Anthony McCormick, and Ant just does enough to win that ball back. And he'll play it forward looking for Danny Gonzalez, but it's only as far as Ben White there in midfield for Gillingham. And there's a foul on Owen Foy, and Swindon will be able to retain possession here. Sponsoring the academy players is £75 plus VAT. Ali Stewart with the ball here. He's going to bring it forward, looking for George Alston, who's ball across looking for Bo Tanamines just in front of him. And Ant will deal with that. Liam plays it into Bo Tanamine. It's a really good challenge there from Ben White, who particularly in my opinion has been the one to watch so far for Gillingham there in the centre of midfield. And Lucas Myers will pick up that loose ball. Don't forget, until the first goal is scored here this evening, don't forget to get your predictions in the YouTube comments on who you think could be the first goal scorer for Town this evening and the final score. Botan plays a ball looking for George Alston down the channel there. It's just dispossessed by Gillingham, and they play one of their own looking for Stan Sargent. And it's Cruz Bazant here who's going to play the ball in. It's onto the Gillingham head there, but it's comfortable for Lucas Myers. A great opportunity there. The first opportunity of the game falls to Gillingham. And Lucas Myers are gathered comfortably for Swindon. 400 of you joining us here on YouTube this evening, so a massive thank you to everybody joining us from home exclusively here on YouTube. And I'm told prior to the game 450 pre-sold tickets for this evening's fixture, so hopefully we'll get a better understanding of this evening's attendance later on. Lucas Myers plays the ball forward, looking for Miles. He manages to play a ball here, looking for Harry Chard. Harry Chard plays it on to Owen Foy, who's down that left-hand side, whose ball into the box is stopped there by Gillingham. And Swindon quickly pick up possession again through Ali Stewart. There's Josh Terry on the ball here. Liam Hutt picking the ball up here, and his loose pass there to Anthony McCormick is picked up here by Jimmy Heisman, who plays a lovely ball into the box for Gillingham. They got a massive opportunity here, and Lucas Myers with a lovely save, to be fair to him. Best opportunity of the game so far there, originally coming through Gillingham's Jimmy Heisman, who plays the ball in to Cruz Benzant, who then plays the ball across the box to the Gillingham forward, but his effort is equalled by Lucas Myers in the Swindon net. The ball forward here, looking for Miles again, plays in Liam Hutt, and Danny Gonzalez can play through the channel for Miles. It's Harry Webster who sees the ball back to his keeper. Ali Stewart with the header there, and Owen Foy helps it on. Jonah Walker with the ball here, and Liam Hutt's fouled him there. That's Swindon's second foul of the game so far. Anthony McCormick does enough there. Owen Foy to clear up, but only far as Jonah Walker for Gillingham there, and Swindon will get a throw in here, so I'm sure they can slow the game down a little bit, as they're just struggling to get a grip in the game so far. And Botan Amin picking up this loose ball, he plays it across to Harry Chard, who's just rolled into the centre of midfield there from left back. And he will pick up the ball here. Tries to play it down the line looking for George Alston, but it's only as far as Owen Foy, who's been a real enforcer in the middle of the park there for Swindon, particularly in that Newport game. Botan Amin driving forward here, his shot! Oh, and he gives no effort there to the Gillingham keeper. Burst through the box there after great work from Harry Chard, and he leaves the keeper absolutely rooted to the spot and plants it into his bottom right hand corner. That's absolutely delightful from Botan Amin, and it's 1-0 Swindon. You have to say, completely against the initial run of play, with Gillingham having the better efforts in the early stages of this game, but great work initially from Harry Chard, who rolled into midfield there. He won the ball back, he played it down the line. Owen Foy in midfield winning the ball back, and Botan Amin unchallenged, and manages to wrong foot the keeper. It's 1-0 Swindon. I can see a lot of people in the comments already not happy with their predictions for first goal scorer for tonight's competition, but one lucky Swindon fan who's predicted Botan Amin to score first, and if they've predicted the correct final score, will be taking home a signed Botan Amin photo. And there's a couple of other signatures there from first team players, including Miguel Freckleton, Jake Kane, Gavin Kilkenny, Namdi Offerbor, all signatures on that photo from that Bristol Rovers game earlier this month. Still plenty to do in this game though for Swindon, only 13 minutes into the game so far, and Botan Amin picks up another loose ball there. Anthony McCormick's touch is too far in front of him, and Harry Chard to deal with that. And it's George Olsen there to pick up the ball here. He rides one challenge and plays in Botan again. Danny Gonzalez with a bit of room here. An opportunity to use Botan Amin, but he just retains possession, and he's got Josh Terry in support. Owen Foy plays a lovely ball down the channel here for Harry Chard, and he plays the ball in. Takes a little touch off the Gillingham defender there, but nothing to trouble Carter Sullivan in goal for Gillingham. Another chance there for Swindon. It's a lovely ball down the channel there for Jimmy Heisman, and he's bearing down on the Swindon net, but a fantastic challenge from Anthony McCormick. A man very much in the sight of the first team manager Ian Holloway after his first team debut performance against Tottenham earlier this month, but a great challenge there from Anthony, and definitely stopped a really good opportunity there for Gillingham to get themselves back on level terms. I've taken advice from a couple of those surrounding me in the press box due to some comments saying that the goal took a massive deflection. I'll have to watch that one back because everyone up here thinks that Botan wrong-footed the keeper, but I'll take your word for it in the comments. Botan Amin, the goal scorer, picking up the ball again here. And Josh Terry just late on Gillingham there, and Gillingham not happy with their quick free kick, but it was a metre or two wide of the offence. Offside there from Gillingham. Got a couple of people in the comments saying it wasn't a deflection, so I might still be in a job for now. Approaching 500 live listeners here on YouTube, which is a phenomenal showing here for support for our Swindon Town under-18s as they look to progress in the third round of the FA Youth Cup. If you're enjoying the content and the live streaming coverage of our under-18s in the FA Youth Cup competition, then be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you drop us a follow on socials so you can make sure every time that we go live here exclusively on YouTube. Of course, we streamed every game of Swindon Town's FA Youth Cup run last season, barring Bristol City, due to broadcasting rights, amassing over 40,000 live listeners across those fixtures. So your support doesn't go unnoticed for these fixtures. And a massive thank you, as always, to those exclusively listening on YouTube at home. Crowd not happy there with the decision for Swindon Town's throw. Anthony McCormick under a lot of pressure there from Stan Sargent up front for Gillingham. Very good question there, Archie, in the comments. The draw has already been done for the third round of this competition. So either side, Gillingham and Swindon, will be looking to book their place in the third round with a trip to Loftus Road against Queen's Park Rangers. Having no co-commentator does come with some important tasks this evening. It does mean the decision will lie on myself to pick a man of the match at the end of this evening's game. So stay tuned towards the end of the game to hear my official man of the match vote. If you're only just joining us here on YouTube. Swindon Town lead 1-0, courtesy of Botan Amin, inside the first 12 minutes here at the Priestfield Stadium. It's Miles Abodo who picks up a loose ball here, who plays Danny Gonzalez, who within a little triangle there plays with Botan Amin, and eventually Swindon tried to play it out wide to Liam Hutt, and it goes out for a throw-in for Gillingham. Liam Hutt wins the initial header there, and it's Danny Gonzalez is going to pick up the loose ball here, but it's great tracking back there from Harry Webster for Gillingham. And Harry Webster again looks to play it out to the other side for Gillingham, and Harry Chard put in Joe Altwood under a lot of pressure there, with Gillingham winning the throw-in. Ali Stewart winning that header there. He's playing the left-sided centre half tonight for Swindon, wearing number 6 shirt. Late challenge there from Gillingham on Danny Gonzalez, and I think it's going to be the first yellow card of the game here, and it's going to go to Joe Altwood for Gillingham. Don't think Joe Altwood too happy with that decision from the referee. I think he thought that he won the ball there, but it's going to be the first yellow card of the game. It's a very good question there in the comments, what happens if multiple people get the prediction right this evening. Very good question. I haven't seen duplicate comments, but if there are, I will personally sort out each and every winner an item for their participation this evening. And a massive thank you as always for supporting our live streams and keeping up to date with all of the under 18s content. Danny Gonzalez with the ball here. He drifts past his first man, and he's breaking into that final third. Looks to play the ball there to George Olsen, and it's just cut out there by Gillingham. Stan Sargent with the ball here on the left-hand side. He's going to run at Anthony McCormick, but a great challenge from him, and Botan Amin can pick up the loose ball. He's got a couple of options. Owen Foy to his left, but he opts for George Olsen here, who's got Danny Gonzalez in support. Every time Swindon getting the ball, they're under a lot of pressure, but he's just being pulled back there, and he does win the foul there from Harry Webster. Great play there from George Olsen just to get away from his man. It's going to be another yellow card here for Gillingham, in fact. It's going to be Harry Webster next to go in the book for Gillingham. Just initially great play from Danny Gonzalez there to drift in, but it's George Olsen who drops his shoulder away from the Gillingham defender, and Harry Webster pulling him back there, and Swindon with the foul, and Harry Webster the second player into the book for Gillingham. So 3 players here standing over this free kick for Swindon. Botan's now walked away, but Danny Gonzalez and Harry Chard, the 2 players standing over this. And if I had to pick one of these 2 to take this free kick, I'm picking Harry Chard purely based on the fact that I've seen him score a free kick already this season. Danny Gonzalez and Harry Chard still standing over this free kick. So it remains to be seen who's going to take this. I would say they're lining up to shoot here. It's going to be Harry Chard. Ooh, and his effort just whistles just past the post. Good effort there from Harry Chard. Gillingham play a ball over the top there, looking for Gillingham, and they've got a chance here. Oh, wow. That's an absolutely fantastic finish, it has to be said. There's a bit of a mix-up at the back there for Swindon, with Ali Stewart initially only getting a touch on the ball. His miscommunication with Anthony McCormick and the goalkeeper Lucas, who initially comes for it and stops. But the fullback there, Joe Orpwood, just manages to get a touch on the ball, and he manages to lift it over Lucas Myers and is into the back of the net, and Gillingham have got a route back into the game here. A lot of noise here from the fans below us here at the Priestfield Stadium. Happy with their side getting back on level terms. Josh Terry wins the header. Botan Amin plays it into Miles Abodo. He's under a lot of pressure from Gillingham there. Comes away with the ball and plays it to Liam Hutt, who plays it all the way back to Anthony McCormick. Anthony McCormick plays it through to Botan Amin, who's got a bit of space here. Manages to get away from one player with a bit of trickery, away from two. He's got Harry Chard, who plays a lovely ball. Oh, looking for Miles Abodo, but he's offside. That was great play there from Botan Amin. Skips past one player, then another, and plays a lovely ball in behind for Harry Chard, who's just offside. His tease and ball into Miles Abodo was cut out by the Gillingham defender, though.
Gillingham goal scorer is number 8, Ben White.
I'm taking correction from the announcer there, although I thought it was Joe Orpwood that scored the goal. The stadium announcer has announced it as Ben White, the goal scorer. Got a problem here between Jimmy Heisman and Lucas Myers there. Gillingham fans wanting a foul, and particularly a penalty with him in the box, but I think Lucas Myers has dealt with that well. Obviously Swindon do have a goalkeeper on the bench in Anton Robinson. I'd say Lucas Myers has been more of the first choice goalkeeper so far this season, playing in more fixtures than Anton, but definitely a capable goalkeeper as well as Lucas Myers, who have both trained alongside Steve Mildenhall in a number of first team goalkeeping training sessions. But I think this will do both sides probably a bit of good, an opportunity for Sean Wood in particular to have a little chat with his side here. Swindon on top once they scored, but Gillingham got themselves back into the game here now on level terms, just as we approach the 30-minute mark here at the Priestfield Stadium. Just clarification on that goal for Gillingham. I think initially I announced the goal scorer as number 2, Joe Orpwood, but the stadium announcer announced it as number 8, Ben White. So if anyone in the comments can confirm the goal scorer for us, that would be great. Jimmy Heisman is okay for Gillingham. He's up now. but it's still Lucas Myers that's just getting some treatment here for Swindon. We do have some confirmation in the comments with Gillingham officially tweeting that Joe Altwood was the goal scorer for Gillingham, so stadium announcer incorrect here. Lucas Myers up on his feet now, so hopefully he's okay to continue. It's worth noting that in FA Youth Cup competition, different to other competitions, only 3 substitutions can be made in this competition, although 9 substitutions can be named on the bench. Obviously Swindon only naming 7 substitutes on the bench this evening, but only 3 substitutes can be made within the game. But it is my understanding that in this competition you can make them on 3 different occasions as well, so they don't have to be made in a group at a time. 3 substitutions throughout the 90 minutes, plus a concussion substitution, and either side can make a substitution in extra time if it does go to extra time as well. Lucas Myers okay to continue here for Swindon. It looks like Jimmy Heisman, who was also involved in that's on the pitch on the far side as well. So both players okay to continue. Liam Hutt with the ball here, drifts inside. He's got Miles in support. He's dispossessed there by Logan Dobbs for Gillingham. And it's the goal scorer Joe Altwood who plays the ball forward, looking for Stan Sargent. He's going to run at Anthony McCormick here. He plays his ball invitingly for Cruz Benzant, whose blocked effort by Josh Terry comes only as far as Botan Amin, who can break for Swindon here. He plays it out to George Olsen and is providing the overlap. George Olsen drifts inside. He's got Danny Gonzalez for support. He can drive towards goal, and his effort towards goal is just wide of Carter Sullivan's post there. Another opportunity for Swindon there through Danny Gonzalez. Anthony McCormick deals with that header. And it's Ali Stewart who will pick up the possession here. He's got Lucas Myers behind him. Anthony McCormick plays it into Botan Amin here, who's unchallenged. He gets away from Jonah Walker. He plays it into Miles Abodo, who looks to take on his man. He's got two with him for pressure. He's got Liam Hutt here behind him. And he plays it all the way back to Anthony McCormick. They're just retaining possession here, Swindon. There was a couple of opportunities for Liam down this right-hand side, but he opts to go back. Thank you to those in the chat that's confirming that it was 100% number 2 that scored that goal. I was thinking that I might need to ask our commercial department for a new deal with Specsavers for me. Powerful header there from Anthony McCormick. It's Cruz Bazant up against Liam Hutt. That's been a great battle on this near side so far. Lovely challenge there from Gillingham, and fouled there by Liam Hutt as well. Cracking work there from Gillingham's Cruz Bazant, and much to the applause of the Gillingham fans below us. You may be able to see on the far side, 33 minutes into the half. So just over 10 minutes until half-time, but with that injury to Lucas Myers, I can expect that we'll have a little bit of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Lucas Myers plays short to Ali Stewart here. Ali Stewart's ball over the top is looking for Miles Abodo, who manages to put Logan Dobbs under a bit of pressure. And the defender will see that one out for a goal kick for Gillingham. George Olsen going to pick the ball up here for Swindon. It's under a lot of pressure there on the far hand side. Swindon really struggling to get a foothold in this game since Gillingham's equaliser, and it's definitely Gillingham with the better possession and pressure since levelling. As I mentioned earlier, both sides looking to book their place in the third round of the FA Youth Cup, with the winner facing Queen's Park Rangers away at Loftus Road. Miles Aboda picks up the ball here. His first time effort lays off to Botan Amin. His 1-2 with Miles, and he gets it back. And it's been a lovely battle so far with Harry Webster and Miles Aboda, with Harry Webster getting the better of him on that occasion. Two degrees here in Gillingham at the Priestfield Stadium this evening, so a nice cold Tuesday evening for both sides. And a foul there from Botan Amin. .550 viewers here exclusively on YouTube, so a massive thank you to everyone joining us here exclusively on YouTube for this second round FA Youth Cup fixture between Gillingham and Swindon Town. Owen Foy plays the ball forward, looking for Miles Abodo. His layoff to Danny Gonzalez, only as far as Cruz Bazant. And Jonah Walker plays the ball there. Plays the ball forward there, sorry. And it's Gillingham with all of the pressure in these later stages of the half. And Anthony McCormick deals with that comfortably. Danny Gonzalez looking to get away from Ben White, but it's a great challenge there from the Gillingham midfielder. Ali Stewart bringing the ball forward here, plays it into George Olsen, who's ball out to this near side to Liam Hutt. He can drive forward, he plays that ball invitingly for Owen Foy, who's going to hit it first time, but his tame effort is straight at the Gillingham goalkeeper. Advantage here for Gillingham, only as far as Liam Hutt, who's ball into Danny Gonzalez. He had three players around him straight away there. Jimmy Heisman on that far side with the ball, under pressure from Harry Chard. Oh, he plays a lovely ball inside, who's ball across the box, and there's no one there for Gillingham, and it'll go out for a throw-in. If you're just joining us here on YouTube for this second round FA Youth Cup fixture between Gillingham and Swindon Town, Botan Amin opening the scoring for Swindon inside the 12th minute. And then it was Gillingham's right back Joe Orpwood that got the equaliser for Gillingham. Just over 6 minutes of normal time here in the first half remaining. And Owen Foy will pick up the ball in midfield here. Plays it to George Olsen, who's ball over the top looking for Miles Abodo. He's cut out there by Harry Webster. Gillingham with an advantage here. They tried to play it through the channel, but it's cut out by George Olsen there. As I mentioned before, Swindon struggling to get a grip in these later stages of this first half. Harry Child plays the ball into George Alston. He's under immediate pressure there from Casper Cott, the number 4 for Gillingham. Yeah, Gillingham definitely playing more of a high press than Swindon in this first half. Immediately when Swindon getting the ball, they're under immediate pressure from Gillingham. And just struggling to get a bit of a rhythm going here at the moment, Swindon. Lovely exchanges there from Gillingham. A really loose ball from Josh Terry there, really inviting for Joe Altwood, who plays it out wide now here for Jimmy Heisman. He drifts inside with Joe Altwood. Well, there could be a problem here for Gillingham, because Joe Altwood's on a yellow card, and it is his second yellow card here, and he's going to be sent off for Gillingham. It was a really late challenge, and if I'm really honest, it's probably not a challenge that someone on a yellow card wants to be making. So it's not been a great afternoon there for Joe Altwood. He picked up that early yellow card earlier in the half. He scored the goal for Gillingham, but he's now been sent off here, and Gillingham down to 10 men. Don't know if the rules have changed on people that are sent off, but Joe Altwood returning to the technical area there for Gillingham. So Gillingham going to have to play what remains of this first half, which is 3 minutes of normal time, plus whatever added time there is for the injury earlier in the half to Lucas Myers and Jimmy Heisman, plus a second half of football as well for Gillingham. All to play for still in this game, 1-1 between Gillingham and the visitors Swindon Town. Botan Amin picks up a loose ball here, and what seems like probably good pressure from Gillingham's perspective, but Botan feels like a late challenge on him. Nothing given from the referee, and his effort sails wide. Since that red card, it's definitely Swindon playing that higher press now. Not sure what the referee's seen there, because Anthony McCormick's won the ball because he played the ball back there, but he goes into the book for Swindon for what the referee adjudged to be a late challenge on Jimmy Heisman. But I've got to say, from a Swindon Town perspective, the communication between Anthony and the keeper to let him know that he's got a player coming needs to be better there from Swindon. They've switched off a couple of times at the back, particularly on the goal that Gillingham scored, and Gillingham are going to have another opportunity here, and Anthony McCormick, the first player for Swindon to be yellow carded. It is Jonah Walker here for Gillingham standing over this ball. No movement from the Gillingham bench since that red card for Gillingham. I would presume they will try and see this to half time so they can think about any changes then. And it's Jonah Walker, left footer, that's going to play this ball in. Presume it's going into the box. His delivery looking for Logan Dobbs is well contested from Anthony McCormick. And it's Ben White that's going to pick up possession here for Gillingham. And thankfully that goes all the way through to Lucas Myers. Anthony McCormick bringing the ball forward here. He's got Josh Terry inside him. And it is going to be 5 minutes of added time here at the end of this first half. Not surprising considering the injury to Jimmy Heisman for Gillingham and Lucas Myers for Swindon earlier in that half. It's George Olsen drifting inside. He's got Danny Gonzalez in support. He looks to strive into that open area, and his blocked effort only as far as Liam Hutt, and it's George Olsen that picks it up again. Looks to play a ball forward into that channel for Liam Hutt, and it's dispossessed by Gillingham there. Botan Amin drops in to pick up this ball here. He's got Liam Hutt in support, whose left-footed effort is straight at Carter Sullivan. Another effort there for Swindon, who have definitely been piling on the pressure since that red card for Gillingham. I have to say a massive thank you to everybody watching at home exclusively on YouTube. Over 600 live viewers now here, so a massive thank you everybody for your support. Miles Abodo picks up this one here, who plays it into George Olsen. Definitely a lot of fluidity between that front three for Swindon, between Botan Amin, George Olsen and Danny Gonzalez. It looks like they've got a lot of licence from Sean Wood to interchange and move between the three of them, and it's George Olsen's effort towards goal, and it's a great save there from Carter Sullivan, low to his left hand side, and he has to tip it around the post there. And as I mentioned, Swindon really looking to put the pressure on here late in this first half with 5 minutes added on. Is Harry Chard standing over this corner. He's got Danny Gonzalez close by in support. Got a lot of Swindon Town players on the edge of that 18-yard area. It's obviously something that they've worked on. There's Miles there with an effort towards goal. Is Liam Hutt with another effort that's blocked by Gillingham. And Gillingham managed to get the ball away only as far as Danny Gonzalez, who plays it back to Owen Foy here, who's going to pile an effort forward looking for Ali Stewart. And Ali Stewart picks up the ball still. He's under a lot of pressure from Gillingham. And a cracking challenge, I have to say, there from Ben White, who I mentioned earlier has probably been one of the standout players for Gillingham so far, with a cracking challenge there on Ali Stewart. It's Botan Amin with the ball here on the far hand side. Manages to turn one player, and he's driving towards putting a ball in the box there, but just runs his effort out of play. And we're 48 minutes gone in this first half, so just a couple of minutes now until half time. If I've not mentioned it already, absolutely freezing here at the Priestfield Stadium this afternoon, and being the kind commentator I am, my colleague to my right is currently wearing my coat. I've done ever so well because I've prompted him to unzip it, and I may be getting it back. Jimmy Heisman's done very well for Gillingham to get away from a couple of challenges there. Being the fair commentator I am, I would have said that would have been a foul for Gillingham there after Botan Amin pulls back Jimmy Heisman there, but nothing given by the referee, Jerry Heron. And Botan Amin's getting away from his player. He manages to whip one in the box, who goes all the way to Liam, whose effort's only as far as Gillingham, and Danny Gonzalez tries to pick up the loose ball. It's Owen Foy here now. Botanamine plays the ball in behind looking for George Olsen. He manages to turn. Looks to put it through the legs of the Gillingham defender, and it goes through to Danny Gonzalez. Botanamine picks the ball up, plays it inside looking for George, and it's cleared by Gillingham. Seconds to remain in this half now. Danny Gonzalez with the ball here. Can't be long left in this half now with 50 minutes on the clock on the far side. Danny Gonzalez with an effort towards goal. And it's over the crossbar, and that will conclude the first half here between Gillingham and Swindon Town. It's 1-1 here at the Priestfield Stadium, with Botanamine opening the scoring for Swindon inside the first 12 minutes. But it's Gillingham's Joe Orpwood that got Gillingham back on level terms. But later on in the half, the same goal scorer would be dismissed by the referee for 2 bookable offences. We'll see you back in the second half with it all to play for here in the second round of the FA Youth Cup, with both sides looking to book their place in the third round with a trip to Loftus Road against Queen's Park Rangers. See you soon. Okay then guys, we're back here for the second half between Gillingham and Swindon. If you're joining us here on YouTube, it's 1-1 so far this evening between Gillingham and Swindon Town, with Botanamine opening the scoring inside 12 minutes for Swindon Town. Gillingham's number 2, Joe Orpwood, got Gillingham back on level pegging just after 28 minutes, but he was then dismissed for a second yellow card offence later in that half. So Gillingham down to 10 men. Swindon, Gillingham 1-1, with both sides looking to book their place in the third round of the FA Youth Cup. If you're joining us back here on YouTube for this second half, give me a big thumbs up in the comments if you can hear me okay for this second half. So as I mentioned already, lots to play for in this second half between Gillingham and Swindon Town, with both sides looking to book themselves a place in the third round of the FA Youth Cup, with the winner facing Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road. We had just over 600 live viewers for the first half. We've dropped a couple since half time, but hopefully we can build that back up in this second half. And thank you as always for supporting a live broadcast of Swindon Town Under-18's FA Youth Cup journey exclusively here on YouTube. Botanamine with the ball here, under immediate pressure from Gillingham there, and it's Danny Gonzalez that comes away with the ball. Notably at half-time, no changes for either side, especially from Gillingham, who have made no changes since going down to 10 men. just walked past me is Gillingham's first team manager, Mark Bonner, who's in attendance for any Gillingham fans watching on YouTube this evening, wondering if their manager is in attendance. Mark Bonner is here for Gillingham, taking a look at their under-18s this evening. It's just a problem here for Gillingham. Referee just communicating with the linesman. I think initially Swindon Town thought the goalkeeper was outside of his box. Carter Sullivan's now down injured for Gillingham. Bit of a delay there in the referee blowing his whistle, so not sure what the hesitation there was initially from Jerry Herron, who's the official for this evening's second round contest. I can see Gillingham's goalkeeper on the bench warming up at the moment. So Gillingham's goalkeeper on the bench, Fletcher Hegarty. Why we've got this break in play. It'd be good to know if anybody that entered our competition this evening to win a signed photo that we announced on Twitter that we're running in the YouTube comments. Is anybody's predictions still live with their guess of the first goal scorer for Town and the correct score this evening? So who's still tracking that competition to see if they'll win this evening? Looks as though Carter Sullivan will be okay for Gillingham, and his long ball down the line, looking for Stan Sargent, only as far as Harry Chard. Looked like handball there from Josh Terry. Looked like the motion of his arm was used there to control the ball, but the referee gave nothing, much to the disappointment of the crowd below us here from Gillingham. Josh Terry with the ball here, plays it back to Lucas Myers. And it's Ali Stewart that's going to pick up the ball here on this near side, with Harry Chard moving down the left, who plays it into Botan Amin, who's under immediate pressure from Gillingham. Owen Foy's now going to switch the play over to Liam Hutt. Harry Chard on this left-hand side, he delivers a ball invitingly for Swindon, but it's only as far as the first man. Ali Stewart picked up a loose ball here, gets past one Gillingham player, plays it in. He's into Miles, whose turning control is really good, but it's great defending there from Gillingham. And by my calculations, this is going to be the first corner of the game, particularly the first corner of the half, but don't recall seeing a corner in that first half either, so it's going to be Swindon with the first corner of the game here. Great play there initially from Ali Stewart, who plays the ball into Miles Aboda, and his turn and shot towards goal is deflected out for a corner for Swindon. I'm told by my colleague it's definitely the second corner of the game, so I must have missed that first one. In fact, I do remember Harry Chard taking an in-swinger down on this far side, so that was my fault. Owen Foy's effort nowhere near troubling the Gillingham goalkeeper there, so it's going to be a goal kick for Gillingham. Owen Foy wins the initial header with Ali Stewart just clearing up. Danny Gonzalez latches onto a loose ball here. He's under a lot of pressure straight away from Gillingham. Tries to turn his man, but then turns back inside. And his crossfield ball is going to go all the way over to Liam Hutt, who plays a lovely ball forward for George Alston here. Under a lot of pressure straight away from Gillingham. Seems to be a reoccurrence there with their high pressure. And Harry Chard going to latch onto that loose ball. He's under plenty of pressure from Stan Sargent there, and Josh Terry going to play it forward, looking for Danny Gonzalez. So looking at Gillingham's formation here for the second half, it looks like they've gone to a back four now consisting of Kasper Kott occupying that right back position that was being occupied by Joe Altwood. They're playing with that 4 at the back, 3 just in front, and then 2 up front. Liam Hutt drives into the box here, plays his ball across to George Alston. Oh, that is delightful. That's beautiful work from Liam Hutt there, who drives his effort into the box, and George Alston gets enough on that to fire it towards the goal, and Carter Sullivan can do nothing to keep that out for Swindon, and I think in fact it goes through the goalkeeper's legs and trickles over the line to put Swindon in front. That's 2-1 Swindon. George Alston with the goal. Plenty of early pressure in this second half for Swindon, deservedly putting them back into the lead here at the Priestfield Stadium, but there's plenty of work to do with lots of time left on the clock, and although Gillingham down to 10 men, they will still be looking for a route back into it. Liam Hutt picks up a loose ball forward by Gillingham here, and he can drive forward. Plays in George Alston, who's got a lot of space here to drive into. He's got Botan Amin on the left-hand side, but his ball is only as far as Gillingham. And Ali Stewart's got plenty of time to mop up here for Swindon. Yeah, so Gillingham definitely occupying a 4-3-2 now since going down to 10 men. With the 2 furthest forward of Stan Sargent and Jimmy Heisman. Danny Gonzalez drifts inside, who plays a lovely inviting ball for George Alston, who can work into that space, and it's Harry Chard that he's played into, whose effort towards goal is inviting for him to take that shot, but it just whistles past that near post for Swindon. Yeah, plenty of options in the box as well, the young left back, but he opts to go for goal, and his effort just whistles past that near post, thankfully for Carter Sullivan inside that Gillingham net. But Swindon piling on this pressure, looking for their third. I see a fair few people in the comments now happy with the scoreline based on their prediction before the game. Anthony McCormick putting Gillingham under lots of pressure here. He's being supported by Owen Foy, and Gillingham managed to get a ball into the box. It's Harry Waldock, their captain, here with the ball. Manages to play it through the legs of Harry Chard, but only as far as Josh Terry, who mops up for Swindon. And it was Miles that was looking to hold up that ball there, but he's dispossessed by Ben White in Gillingham's midfield. He's definitely been the standout player for Gillingham so far this evening, young Ben White there in midfield. Oh, Stan Sargent with a ball into the box here for Swindon as far as Cruz Van Zandt. And that is Gillingham's best effort of the second half there. Bit of a mix-up in defence there from Ali Stewart after he tried to clear the ball only as far as Stan Sargent, who plays a really inviting ball towards the edge of the box for Gillingham. It comes right into the feet of Cruz Bezant, and his effort just sails over the crossbar. A really good chance for Gillingham there to get themselves back level. Lucas Myers tries to play a ball out to Harry Chard there, but his efforts nowhere near Harry, and is picked up by Gillingham. Miles picks up the ball here. There's a push on him, and then there's a foul on Botan. And they, not sure if he's given it for the first one or for the second one, but Swindon Town get a foul here, and Botan Amin looks to be in some discomfort down there. And Botan's just going to require some medical attention here. Looks to be in some discomfort down on this near side. Comment in from Archie. Who would you give man of the match so far based on what you've seen? It's a very, very good question. I think just based on his goal, his movement so far, I'd be swaying towards Botan Amin, but that being said, there's over half an hour left to play in this game, so a lot can happen in that time. And talking of that early goal scorer, he looks like he's okay to continue. Another question in the comments here from Jacob. Who got the second goal for Swindon Town? Second goal scorer for Swindon was number 11, George Alston. And Botan Amin back on the pitch here now for Swindon. It's a throw in here for Gillingham. Harry Chard with the header. Josh Terry doesn't get enough on that effort, and it goes out for a throw in. Foul throw there from Gillingham gives Swindon an opportunity to get the ball back. And Ali Stewart just going to use his goalkeeper Lucas Myers here. And it's Ant McCormick, the captain, out on the far side, who plays it back to Lucas. And a massive thank you to over 600 tuning back in live with us here exclusively on YouTube for this second round game against Gillingham. Lovely play from Harry Chard though, plays it into Botan Amin and gives it back to Owen Foy. Danny Gonzalez going to switch the play over to George Olsen here, who's supported by Liam Hutt. He opts to use Danny Gonzalez on the inside, but can't find Botan Amin with his first time effort forward. Good powerful play there from Ant McCormick to get the possession back for Swindon, and Swindon very much playing some one-touch football here. Some movement down in the Gillingham bench as they look to prepare what looks like 2 substitutions, their first of the evening. Ben White with the ball here under lots of pressure from Danny Gonzalez, who wins the ball up and bursts into Gillingham's half. It's Miles Aboda looking to put Gillingham's number 6 Harry Webster under a lot of pressure, and he manages to get it back to his goalkeeper. So I can see substitutions getting ready for Gillingham. It looks like it's going to be number 16 Ben Clark and number 17 Louis Dale that are ready and down on this near side to come on. Not ready to make those substitutions just yet, and Casper Cott will get the ball back in play. Well, the referee's given the throw in the other way here. I think he asked the player not to move forward, and he continued to move forward and played the ball from a more advanced position, and the referee's given the throw in the other way here. So it's going to be Harry Chard that's going to get this ball back in play. Miles Abodo keeping possession here, plays it to Harry Chard, who's going to burst into the area here. He takes on 1 man, takes on 2, and he goes down under some pressure. But I don't think there's enough there for a penalty. I think he was looking for that more than there being any real pressure or challenge from Gillingham. And they're going to make these substitutions here now, Gillingham. The 4th official's just got the substitutions the wrong way around on the board, but it is Ben Clark here coming on for Jimmy Heisman in their first substitution. And their second substitution, Louis Dale, is going to be coming on for Cruz Bazant. Particularly 2 forward players there that have caused Swindon some pressure, in Jimmy Heisman and Cruz Bazant. They've had a few efforts between them, particularly in that first half.
Substitution Gillingham, number 7 Cruz Bazant, placed by 17 Louis Dale.
Miles gives away a cheap foul there for a foul on Harry Webster, just pulling him back there. Botan, the furthest forward player for Swindon. And Gillingham will play the ball in. There's no one marking the number 10. Gillingham not happy for what they thought was a penalty. I didn't think there was any pressure there from Swindon, but he was allowed time and space there in the box on his own there. Harry Waldock, Gillingham's captain. So Swindon got to be aware of that. This game far from over. There's a foul there for Gillingham on the far side, close to the corner flag. Can't see who's taking this for Gillingham, but they're going to whip it into the box. Looking for Casper Cott, but it's going to go as far as Miles Abodo, who's fouled there really late. And I don't think there was any need for the Gillingham player to make that challenge. It's really, really late on Miles Abodo there, who plays the ball down the line, but rides a challenge from Casper Cott. And you'd expect, considering some of the other challenges that the referee's given yellow cards for, that would have been a yellow card, but he gets away with one there, the full-back. Yeah, really late challenge on Miles Abodo there, and Casper Cott lucky to get away with one there. And Liam Hutt going to receive the ball on that far hand side. He's dispossessed from the substitute for Gillingham, Ben Clark. Gillingham going to play this forward, looking for Stan Sargent, only as far as Harry Chard, and Danny Gonzalez picks up that loose header And Botan Amin looking to play it over the top, looking for Miles Abodo. But Gillingham pick up the loose ball, and it's George Olsen that will get to that one though. And Harry Charder pick that up. It's short for George Olsen, and it's given Casper Cott a chance here for Gillingham. He's come inside here and he's got plenty of options to Gillingham full back. He opts for the substitute Ben Clark, who plays it out wide to Jonah Walker. And wow. There's another red card there for Gillingham. I'm not sure what completely happened there, but it's Jonah Walker, I think, that's been shown the red card for Gillingham. I'm not actually completely sure what's happened there for Jonah Walker to be shown a straight red card there for Gillingham. I'll have to be educated by the live chat there to see what's happened for him to be sent off, but he's shown a red card, a straight red card there by the referee Jerry Heron for a challenge on Danny Gonzalez. So I'm not sure what the referee's seen there, but Gillingham now down to 9 men. I'm not sure if the chat is calling me Stevie Wonder or the referee. That remains to be told. I think chat's definitely calling me Stevie Wonder because he said that he clotheslined our player. I unfortunately missed that. I was too busy looking at the team sheet for the Gillingham players' names. Danny Gonzalez with the ball looking to switch play. Looks more of a force to play the ball wide there. Not reaching its intended target of Liam Hutt, and I think Gillingham really going to have to change shape now after they've made 2 of their 3 omitted substitutions already. So remains to be seen how they're setting up here. Looks like they're still playing with a 4-3 and then a 1 now. George Olsen with the ball on this left-hand side, plays it into Owen Foy. George Olsen receives the ball back, and it's as far as Josh Terry. "70 minutes played in this second half between Gillingham and Swindon Town, the second round FA Youth Cup fixture. It's going to be another substitution here for Gillingham. I would presume this is going to have to be an enforced change with Alex Asaba coming on for Gillingham. He's replacing what I would say has been a very impressive performance from Ben White for Gillingham. He's definitely been their standout player. And Ben White just exiting the pitch on that far hand side. He's definitely been the standout player in my opinion for Gillingham, but it looks like it's an enforced change for Gillingham with Alex Abassa looking like he's slotting in at that right back position. So yeah, if you're just joining us here on YouTube this evening, currently closing in on 700 live listeners here exclusively on YouTube for this second round fixture between Gillingham and Swindon. But like I said, if you're just joining us here, Swindon lead Gillingham 2-1 in this second round FA Youth Cup fixture with goals from Botan Amin and George Olsen. Gillingham currently down to 9 men after 2 red cards. 1 for their goal scorer Joe Orpwood, who got 2 yellow card bookings in the first half, and then it's Jonah Walker shown a straight red card for an altercation between himself and Danny Gonzalez. No movement yet from Swindon Town bench, who still have all 3 substitutions that they can make. Gillingham now making all of their possible substitutions, with only 3 substitutions allowed in FA Youth Cup competition. George Olsen and Danny Gonzalez playing amongst each other here, and it's Harry Chard offside for Swindon, and Gillingham get possession back here. Okay, and here is the first substitution for Swindon Town. It's going to be Josh Terry coming off here for Swindon, and he's going to be replaced like for like through Cian Larkins. Swindon Town fans probably not seen too much of Cian Larkins so far for Swindon. A very exciting first year scholar here at Swindon Town, midfielder like for like on Josh Terry. Lovely little midfield player that's going to slot like for like in there for Swindon. 73 minutes on the clock. Harry Chard with the ball here on the near side. George Olsen definitely standing in an offside position, so not a great ball from the fullback there. Delighted to say we've crossed over 700 live listeners this evening exclusively on YouTube, so a massive thank you to everyone tuning in and joining us here. Make sure to stay updated with not only Academy Under-18s coverage, action, interviews and behind the scenes content, but also first team and our women's first team and development content here on YouTube. Subscribe to us, turn the notification bell on to never miss any of the action here exclusively on YouTube. And I mentioned it earlier in the first half, a few Swindon Town Under-18 Academy players are available still to sponsor in our matchday programme, including Lucas Myers, Josh Terry, Ali Stewart. Still got George Olsen, Harry Gray, Cian Larkins, Anton Robinson, Finn Toombs and Charlie Betts still available to sponsor. So if you're interested in sponsoring one of these talented, emerging, upcoming footballers, then get in contact with myself by email, which is callum.knowles@swindontownfc.co.uk. And a couple of niggles there from Miles Abodo, not giving the ball back there to Gillingham, and he gets himself there in the referee's book. He's the second player for Swindon to be yellow carded this evening after Ant McCormick picked up a yellow card in the first half. Lucas Myers in goal for Swindon Town this evening. It's been fairly quiet so far in the second half. Made a really good save in the first half. Low down to his right hand side, and commentator's curse there. It looked like Lucas Myers was going to be under some pressure there from Gillingham, but Ant McCormick deals with that well. Owen Foy's got an opportunity to switch this out to Harry Chard, who's got plenty of space with George Olsen running into the channel, gives him an opportunity to cut inside. Miles Abodo just looks to hold up possession there, and there's a communication block there between Gillingham, and that's gone out for a goal kick, but I think Danny Gonzalez just taken one into the chest, so I think he'll be okay to continue, but probably just a little bit winded. Danny Gonzalez is back up on his feet, but we've got a Swindon Town player down on the far side. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it's just Cramp. Can't tell who it is down though. It is Botan down on the far side with Liam Hutt just helping him there with a bit of cramp. We're yet to find out the official attendance here this evening. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say we're around the 500 mark. I was told pre-match that around 450 pre-match tickets had been sold. Thank you to those in the chat, those eagle-eyed viewers that have noticed that the clock that we are using for this evening's game is in the centre of the digital advertising here at the Priestfield Stadium. Owen Foy highest there to win that header for Swindon. And Miles Abodo under pressure from plenty of Gillingham players there. And it's Danny Gonzalez that wins the ball back, and he can drive forward using Botan Amin on the right-hand side. He shows a lot of it to Gillingham but retains possession. He's got Liam Hutt on the overlap, who whips his ball in straight into the hands of Carter Sullivan. And McCormick picks up the ball here, plays it into Danny Gonzalez. He's got plenty of space, looking for Botan Amin, but it's good defending there from Harry Webster, and he's adjudged to have fouled the Gillingham man. Bit of movement down on the Swindon Town bench. Looks like very shortly we'll see the introduction of Connor Britchford-Stanley, who looks stripped and ready to go. Really exciting winger for Swindon that Swindon fans will be particularly aware of with his performances last year in the FA Youth Cup, notably scoring against Aldershot in the first round. It's George Olsen here on the near side. He's got Harry Chard with him, but he opts for Owen Foy on the inside. I think that's some of Cian Larkin's first touches of the ball there, and he gets it back from Liam Hutt. George Olsen just dropped in to receive that from Cian Larkins, and he plays it out to Harry Chard here. He's got a couple of options with Danny Gonzalez on the inside, who plays it inside to George Olsen. He's broken to the box here. His right-footed effort is just deflected, and Liam Hutt towards goal, and it's saved low and hard by Carter Sullivan there. A couple more efforts from Swindon there. Great play from Harry Chard, who plays the ball into Danny Gonzalez. His ball through the legs of the defender there finds George Olsen, and his right-footed effort is blocked by Gillingham, and Liam Hutt's low-driven effort only straight at the keeper, and it's out for a corner for Swindon. Still over 700 live listeners here exclusively on YouTube, so thank you for joining in as Harry Chard plays that ball in. And it's Ali Stewart who gets his head to it, but it's out for another corner for Swindon. It's gone out for another corner for Swindon. Have to say, looked like they were trying to do a bit of a corner routine there that didn't exactly go to plan, so I think they're fortunate to have got another corner. Danny Gonzalez plays it to Harry Chard, who receives it back. He's got George Olsen there, whose right-footed effort towards goal is wide of the post. Gillingham play this goal kick forward fast, and it's only as far as Owen Foy, who plays it to Liam Hutt on that far side. He's driving forward with Botan Amin in assistance. Botan plays his ball into the box and is straight into the hands of the keeper. Cian Larkins wins a really important header there in the middle of the pitch. And not only is Connor Britchford-Stanley stripped on the bench. It looks like Joseph Whitty, the young first-year scholar forward, is stripped and ready to come on for Swindon. Stan Sargent with an inviting ball into the box there for Gillingham, only as far as Harry Webster on that far side. Gillingham going to play another ball into the box here, looking for Stan Sargent. And it's Harry Chard who heads the ball away, only as far as George Alston, and it's Owen Foy that can break forward, looking for Danny Gonzalez. And it's too far in front of Danny Gonzalez for him to make an effort towards that ball. And McCormick deals with that one down the channel fine though. It's comfortable for the centre-back. Going to be Joseph Whitty here next to come on for Swindon. Just getting some last minute tactics there from manager Sean Wood, and it is time now to do this change for Swindon. It's going to be Miles Abodo coming off for Swindon. I have to say he's absolutely worked his socks off for Swindon. Referee's telling him he's got to go off on the far side. The quickest exit possible for the forward. We don't know too much about Joseph Whitty, first year scholar here for Swindon. But he's going to have 7 minutes plus added time here at the Priestfield Stadium. And his first task is to chase down this long ball here for Swindon, putting the Gillingham defenders under immediate pressure. As we approach the 85th minute, those watching from home, please put your predictions in and put your predictions and man of the match, cast your votes in the comments. Who do you think is man of the match this evening? I'm not sure if I've read the competition rules wrong here for the FA Youth Cup, but Gillingham have made a fourth substitution with Michael Luxton replacing Casper Cott. I was under the impression only 3 substitutions can be made in this competition, but I will need to recheck that rule.
Substitution number 4, Casper Cott, placed by 15, Michael Luxton.
Big header there from Anthony McCormick, who's definitely had a more comfortable second half. George Alston is going to put pressure for this one. And he's penalised there for a foul. I think it was a bit of both from the players there. Gillingham now wasting their own time here, in my opinion, with Gillingham's goalkeeper Carter Sullivan having a word with the referee there. Cian Larkins with an opportunity to play it out to Botan Amin there. He just hesitates, and Botan Amin has to come back to get that, but Cian Larkins got the ball in midfield again. And it's Joseph Whitty looking to latch onto this long ball forward, when he's putting Gillingham under a lot of pressure there. Still going, putting them under pressure, and the referee eventually gives a foul. See lots of your comments coming in here on YouTube with your man of the match votes. We will be bringing you our man of the match as we approach added time in this game. 86 minutes on the clock now here, and that third substitution is now ready for Swindon, and it is Connor Britchford-Stanley that's going to come on for Swindon. Not making it just yet, but he is ready on this near side to come on. Swindon really sloppy there to give the ball away, and Gillingham's ball forward is straight into the path, thankfully, of Lucas Myers. Swindon just comfortable enough to play out from the back there. Have to say, some early contenders for man of the match. I think Liam Hutt at right back for Swindon's played very well so far this evening. Obviously other notable players that have played well, George Alston and Botan Amin, both scoring this evening. And the referee's given a corner here for Swindon. Good opportunity for them. And referee just coming over to the box here. Technical area, but a bit of miscommunication there from the officials. Swindon in no hurry to take this corner, with Danny Gonzalez playing the ball into the box. Looking for Ant McCormick, who's a bit of a danger from corners for Swindon, scoring in that first round game against Newport. As George Alston come away with the ball here, he's got some options. He's got Ant McCormick, surprisingly, on that right hand side, who cuts inside on his left. And given another corner for a deflection there off the Gillingham man. And Connor Britchford-Stanley still waiting here in the technical area to come on for Swindon. Looks like they are ready to make the substitution now. It's George Alston that's going to come off for Swindon, replacing Connor Britchford-Stanley. I can see 90 minutes on the digital clock now here at the Priestfield Stadium, just awaiting the fourth official's added time verdict. And I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm presuming that means 7 added minutes, although it said 7-0 on his scoreboard. Botan Amin picks up the ball here. He's got options.
The fourth official has indicated there a minimum of 7 additional minutes.
Not sure where 7 added minutes has come from in this game. No notable injuries that I can recall that were any longer than the ones in the first half, but we've had plenty of substitutions. And wow, fantastic. Just reading a comment here, 800 people now tuning in live here on YouTube for this evening's second round fixture against Gillingham. As always, and echoing it throughout this game, a massive thank you to everybody watching at home and following us exclusively on YouTube. Danny Gonzalez with the ball on this near side. Great challenge there from Gillingham. Harry Chard playing the throw in forward. Joseph Awiti gets his head on that. It's going to go out for a Gillingham throw. Still lots and lots to play for in these final exchanges between Gillingham and Swindon. If you're only joining us now and you're one of the 800 people watching from home, Swindon lead Gillingham 2-1 in this second round FA Youth Cup fixture, with George Alston and Botan Amin scoring for Swindon. Joseph Awiti here driving into the box, plays it across the box looking for Danny Gonzalez. But his effort's cleared by Gillingham, and Joseph Whitty just going to pick up the ball again, playing it out to Botan Amin, who gets around his player, he breaks into the box. He's got options with Danny Gonzalez. And I think Swindon happier to hold on and maintain the possession, but Harry Chard whips that in, and it's going to go all the way across to Liam Hutt here. Is there one last chance for Swindon? They play in Connor Britchford-Stanley, who's across the box. There's no one to meet it. And Gillingham launch a massive ball forward, which I'm sure Ali Stewart is happy enough to see out for a throw-in. Out for a throw-in here for Swindon, and I'm sure Swindon going to take their time here with this throw-in. Yeah, massive thank you to everybody watching from home on YouTube. Harry Chard launching this throw-in forward. Joseph Whitty going to pick up this loose one. He's got Botan there for support. Plays it inside to Danny Gonzalez, who plays it forward again to Botan. He can break into the box with his ball across, but looking for Joseph Whitty is cut out by Gillingham. And Gillingham with a really good effort here as they pummel forward here through Stan Sargent. He's bursting towards the box, and his effort across the box is only as far as Ant McCormack. They play it back. Oh, and that is a fantastic save from Lucas Myers to deny Louis Dial the substitution, and another effort there for Stan Sargent, and it's out for a goal kick. What a fantastic save there from Lucas Myers to keep Swindon in the lead here in the 94th minute of this game at the Priestfield. That is Gillingham's best effort of the second half. They work their way nicely down this right-hand side through their number 9, Stan Sargent. His ball into the box is cut out, but he picks it up. He lays off a lovely ball to the substitute, Louis Dale, for Gillingham, whose effort towards the goal is flying towards the top left-hand corner, and acrobatically, Lucas Myers denies him from point-blank range. Swindon Town going to make another substitution here. It's going to be Danny Gonzalez that's going to come off for Harry Gray, and we're into the 95th minute here now at the Priestfield Stadium with 2 minutes of added time remaining. I've got a lot of people in the comments now saying that is a man of the match save there from Lucas Myers. And just after making that beautiful acrobatic save, he is yellow carded for time wasting here in the final few minutes of this game. If, of course, your prediction made at the start of the game by guessing the first goal scorer and the correct score of this match, then please drop me an email after the game to claim your prize. 96th minute here at the Priestfield, and Owen Foy's brought down his man there, and this is going to give Gillingham a really good opportunity to launch this ball all the way into Swindon's penalty area. This is really into the last closing moments of this game now here at the Priestfield Stadium. And Carter Sullivan going to launch this forward for Gillingham. And the referee has given a foul against Gillingham there, and it's going to be Alex Abassa into the book here for Gillingham. And we are really now into the closing moments of this game. If you're looking to claim your prize for today, my email is callum.knowles@swindontownfc.co.uk. Drop me an email post-match and I will sort out getting that prize to you. I know people in the comments are eagerly awaiting my man of the match decision. We are now into the 97th minute here at the Priestfield Stadium. It was 7 minutes added on. We've got a couple of balls on the pitch now. Lucas Myers going to pummel that forward for Swindon, and it's Joseph Whitty that's looking to win that to hold up some possession for Swindon. Gillingham going to launch one very last attack forward, I would think, and it's Gillingham that managed to pick up the loose ball here. And Gillingham trying to play that forward into the box is cut out by Ali Stewart, and Lucas Myers going to collect that safely. Closing moments here, you'd have to say, in this game at the Priestfield Stadium, with Lucas Myers launching that one forward for Swindon. And that is the full-time whistle here at the Priestfield Stadium. Swindon advanced to the third round of the FA Youth Cup, beating Gillingham 2-1 here. And goals from George Alston and Botan Amin see Swindon Town into the third round, where they will head to Loftus Road against Queen's Park Rangers. My man of the match this evening goes to Botan Amin, the first goal scorer in this game, but dropping into the pockets all afternoon, making things happen down the wing and in the middle. He is my man of the match this evening. A massive thank you to everybody tuning in at home exclusively on YouTube, and we will see you in the third round against Queen's Park Rangers.
Ref's killed the game.
37 Swindon fans in attendance this evening, congratulating the Swindon Town under-18s players down here on the near side. As always, a massive thank you to all of those watching from home, joining us here exclusively on YouTube, and we'll see you soon at Loftus Road. Goodbye for now.